I Hold the Universe Within Me is an essay film about the search for meaning in life, the intersection of personal philosophy and psychology, and the depth of human experience. Through textual and aesthetic storytelling, it explores the dynamic nature of the mind, reveals the poetry of the cosmos, and proposes the resounding notion that through our existence, we embody the universe. This film is a story I've been constructing in the back of my mind for years. I framed it as a letter to my younger sister Elise, who's 15 right now, because when I was around her age, I began a journey to uncover the meaning of my own life. I started to feel the weight of the world around and within me, and I realized I was more sensitive and introspective than others. I don't know if Elise's experience growing up will look quite like mine, but I wanted to share my story in the hopes that it'll provide guidance, inspiration, or resonance for her or anyone who sees it. I created this film alone, and the production process was atypical. I didn't quite write, shoot, and edit in that order. Many of the ideas in the essay text are drawn from my personal journal entries over the past few years. When I decided to make a project about big questions for my senior thesis, around the end of junior year, I brainstormed dozens of different directions I could take it in. I pulled quotes from old things I'd written, drew up mind maps of different topics, and wrote pages and pages about what I wanted to share with the world. I struggled to narrow down the scope of my story. I wanted to draw a clear path through the tangled conceptual web of everything in the world. What is the nature of reality, perception, existence? How do we construct our sense of self? What's the relationship between art, emotion, spirituality, philosophy, and on and on? At the same time, I contemplated what form the project would take. I knew I wanted to incorporate poetics in some way and create something in an audiovisual medium. I considered making a video installation, then an abstract film, and eventually decided the best way to achieve what I wanted would be an essay film. This process of determining what my project would be was experimental and iterative. I ended up writing in my journal, filming, and editing different short video pieces as ways to organize and structure my ideas. Each practice built off the others so that my writing would make its way into my editing, my filming would influence my writing, and the intersection of all three gave me new insights into the ideas and storytelling techniques I was exploring. Eventually, a narrative coalesced across forms, and I edited a longer essay film. This was I Hold the Universe Within Me 1.0, and over the span of a few months, it evolved into 2.0, 3.0, and finally, version 4.0. Developing this project was an arts-based research practice. Through the creative process, I was able to investigate ideas in unique ways and present my findings in an embodied and experiential form. It was also a highly personal approach that drew upon practices of autoethnography. I dove deep into my own psyche to understand the connection between my mental state and spiritual ideology, and expanded this narrative into a deeper exploration of human nature and existentialism. Making I Hold the Universe Within Me was an intense psychological and intellectual journey for me. I gained a new understanding of myself and discovered a creative voice and vulnerability within that will continue to evolve through my art. I hope that my film reflects the process that brought it to life and brings its audience on a similar journey to mine. Maybe it'll move you, spark new questions, or even inspire you to contemplate the universe you hold within.